is equivalent single wheel load method. And this ESWL we have seen the 4 types. Tire pressure less than or equal to 7 kg per centimeter square. Tire pressure greater than or equal to 7 kg per centimeter square dual wheel. Tire pressure less than or equal to 7 kg per centimeter square dual plus tandem. And next is tire pressure greater than or equal to 7 kg per centimeter square dual plus tandem. So the case number 1 was tire pressure less than or equal to 7 kg per centimeter square dual wheel. So this was the numerical. Find the ESWL for dual assembly for the following data. Dual load was 5600. Tire pressure was 5.4 kg per centimeter square. Clear spacing between the dual 12 centimeter. Thickness of the pavement 40, 60 and 80 centimeter. For this thickness 40, 60 and 80 centimeter, find out the ESWL load. I request all of you to kindly please mute your mic. So yesterday we have seen the given things. Gear load P equals to 5600 kg, tire pressure small p 5.4 kg per centimeter square. Clear spacing is denoted by small s or small d. So don't confuse, it is always s or d. 12 centimeter and thickness we have to find for 40, 60 and 80 centimeter. We have to find out the ESWL load. So we have to find the load on each gear. Since it is a dual wheel, we are dividing the load divided by 2. If it is dual in tandem, then gear load divided by 4. So you have to remember this. If dual wheel assembly is given, divide the gear load by 2. If dual in tandem is given, divide the gear load by 4. So 5600 by 2 will give you 2800 kg. Then we have to calculate the area of contact. Since the tire pressure is less than 7 kg per centimeter square, the area is circular. And when area is circular, area is given by pi a square. Remember this, there are 2 different categories. If tire pressure is less than 7, then the area is circular and you have to take pi a square. But if tire pressure is greater than 7, then area is elliptical. There will be major and minor axis, and then area will be something else. We'll see in next numericals as well. So area is given by load on each gear divided by tire pressure. So load on each gear, we have calculated 2800 divided by 5.4, which is giving you the answer 518.51 centimeter square. Then substituting in above formula A equals to pi a square, you are getting the answer for A, small a, which is 12.85 centimeter, and small a is nothing but the radius of contact. So center to center spacing between the dual, you need to calculate. So this is given by capital S equals to D plus 2A. I already told you that center to center spacing, clear spacing between the dual, it is denoted by small s or D. I am taking here D. So it is given to you as 12 and we have calculated area and we have calculated small a, which is radius of contact. So 12 plus 2 into 12.85 will give you 37.7 centimeter spacing. Now there are 2 points we need to plot on the graph. So A point is given by D by 2 in and P. Here remember P is load on each gear. So it is coming to you as 6 and 2800, and B point is 2S and 2P. So 2 into 37.7 gives you 75.4, and 2 into load on each gear 2800 will give you 5600. So on the semi-log or log-log graph paper, you need to plot these 2 points. And after plotting these 2 points, you need to calculate the thickness which is mentioned and ESWL for that thicknesses. So taking the graph. So this is the graph. It is a semi-log graph paper. So in this semi-log graph paper, if you can see, now here if you can see, have you seen the semi-log graph paper? We have already used that semi-log graph paper to calculate the liquid limit. So here when it is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4. Everyone knows that, and this will be your 9. So this will be your again 1. So when 1 comes, you have to take it 10. So when it is 10, this will be your 20. Likewise, it will be 100. Okay, and here on y-axis you have to take the loading in equal intervals. So we are having 2 points, A and B point, so we have already marked here. So this is your 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So for 6 we have already plotted this point, and this is your 2800. So you have got this point A. After that, B 75.4. So this is 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80. So from its center, you are marking the point 75.4, and this is your 5600 loading. So these 2 points A and B are marked, and after that, you need to draw the horizontal lines on the loading here, and line marking points A and point B. After plotting this on the same graph, you have to plot the thickness for 40 centimeter. So this is your A point, this is your B point, and this is your 40. Okay, as this is 10, this is 20, 30, and this is 40. Just project this 40 line on the line AB marked and project it on the loading y-axis, and here you will get the value for T40 thickness. You will get the ESWL loading. So let us see what I'm getting. So the thickness T40 loading ESWL we are getting as 4900 kg per centimeter square. So next is thickness for 60. So for 40 and for 60 we are calculating. 40 we have already shown, so 60. Again you have project the 60 line on the line AB and just project it on loading axis. So you will get the ESWL loading for 60 thickness. So this is we are getting 5350 kg. Now again the last thickness we are having for 80 kilonewton, 80 centimeter, and for 80 centimeter again you have to just project this line on AB and take it horizontally on y-axis on loading, and you will get the ESWL loading. So you are getting it as 5600 kg. So after drawing this, this is the complete graph. All right, I have shown you step by step, but you have to draw on single graph each and everything. Okay, so this will just look like your Semilog graph paper graph. So you have got the loadings for 3 T40 4900, T60 5350, and T80 5600. Sometimes you may get the approximation values, but they should come nearer to these values only. There may be a drawing error. Some are taking the other scale, some are taking the other scale on y-axis. So you may get some variations, but it may be approximately these answers only. So this is the Semilog graph paper, and this will be the graph look like. Okay, on Semilog graph paper, there are the markings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again 1. So this one you have to take 10, and next one you have to take 100. And here I have taken 500 interval, and this is A point, this is B point mark for D by 2P and 2S and 2P. And this is for thickness 40, this is for thickness 60, and this is for thickness 80. And these are the values of ESWL. So this is what is the correct graph, and you have to draw like this on the examination. So case number 2 is tire pressure greater than or equal to 7 kg per centimeter square dual wheel again. So find the ESWL for dual wheel assembly for the following data. Gear load 15,000 kg, tire pressure 9.5 kg per centimeter square. Clear spacing between the dual 20 centimeter, thickness of pavement 55, 75 and 100 centimeter. So for solution, first you write down all the given values. Gear load 15,000 kg, tire pressure small p 9.5 kg per centimeter square, S or small b 20 centimeter, and thickness 55, 75 and 100 centimeter. For these thicknesses, we need to calculate the ESWL loading by drawing the graph. Load on each gear, each wheel, gear load upon 2. Since again it is only dual wheel assembly, so gear load should be divided by 2. There are only 2 wheels. So you are getting 15,000 by 2 equals to 7500 kg. So area of contact, now see, area of contact formula has changed. Why it is changed? Since your tire pressure is now greater than 7. When it is less than 7, the area is circular. You have to take A equals to pi into A square. But when it is greater than 7, then the area becomes elliptical, and you are having the major and minor axis. So area becomes 0.523 L square. So area will be load on each gear upon tire pressure. So load on each gear we have calculated 7500 divided by, it is 9.5 tire pressure. So you are getting 789.47 centimeter square area. After getting the area, substitute in the above formula, you will get the value of L, which is radius of contact, 38.85 centimeter. So the figure, if you can see here, so here, if you can see the diagram, now the area is elliptical, and here you are having the 2 tires. So this is the clear distance D given. This is the center to center distance S we need to calculate. From here to here it is L, and from here to here it is B. So this is your major axis L, and B is your minor axis. L we have calculated. Let us calculate B, which is given by 0.6 L. So it is 0.6 into L, 38.85. So it will be 23.31 centimeter. Then center to center spacing between the dual S, this S we need to calculate. So this add we are calculating D plus B by 2 plus B by 2. So 20 it is given to us. So 20 plus 23.31 by 2 plus 23.31 by 2. So it will give you 43.31 centimeter. Then 2 points again we need to plot. A is D by 2 and P. So D 20 by 2 and 7500, which is load for each gear. So you will get the point 10 and 7500 here. And B 2S and 2P. So 2S 43.31 into 2 gives 86.62, and 2 into 7500 gives you 15,000. Now we are plotting the graph. Again, this is a semi-log graph paper I have taken, and we have plotted the thickness on x-axis and loading on y-axis. Since the loading for B value it is 15,000, I have taken the interval 0,000. Okay, so 1,000 up to 16,000 here on y-axis. So we are plotting 10. So this is your 10 distance. So this you have plotted 10 and 7500. So 7500 will be between the value 8 and 7,000. So you have got this point A over here. And next is your 86.62. So this is 10. So we are having these values, and here again you are plotting the value 86.62 and 15,000 for B point. After calculating this, draw A and B point and horizontal lines on y-axis loading from A and B point. Then we need to draw the values for 55 centimeter. So this is your value for 55 centimeter. Project it on line AB and project it on y-axis. So you will get the loading for thickness T55 as 13,500. Then your thickness for 75. So you have to plot it for 75. For 75, again project the vertical line on AB line and horizontal line on load axis. So you will get the value that is coming to you as 14,500 for 75. And next thickness is your 100. So for 100, if you project on AB line, then you are getting the value for 100 centimeter as 15,000. So the whole formula gets calculated. So in next class, we are going to learn about this tire pressure less than equal to 7 dual plus tandem. I hope that you have followed today's lecture.